What's good, everybody? What's good? Happy Tuesday, man. Go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll get started, man. I'll be on for, I got about a good hour and a half, if we can get it. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. Fun news in the HBCU world, man. Tried to Bethune-Cookman for hiring Coach Ed Reed, man. Getting Ed Reed. I know he's been wanting to get into the fold. And Bethune-Cookman pulled the plug. Perfect fit, man. Perfect fit for Ed Reed to go to Bethune-Cookman. But I ain't gonna do no damn show on it. Bring your ass to Jackson head. Get your head bust just like the rest of them. We're gonna beat them just like we're gonna beat FAMU. We welcome you to the conference, big dog. HBCU football gonna be just fine, man. Gonna be just fine. So I love it, man. I think what you're gonna see with this hire is probably see more. Tell you how people are. Ed Reed, different personality, Coach Prime, different demeanor, more blue collar. I mean, still one of the GOATs from a DB standpoint. One probably arguably the best safety ever played. Coach Prime, arguably the best. What was the best corner? So, I mean, it's pretty cool. The only thing I would say about it is, man, how dope would it have been had Coach Prime stayed at Jackson State with that? But hey, man, that wasn't in God's will. So I ain't gonna waste too much time focusing on it. So definitely a much needed media distraction. You know what I'm saying? Get Jackson State a break. I mean, we in Jackson, we good. We not worried about what's going on. It's great for the conference. Absolutely great for the conference. And we welcome Coach Ed Reed. Looking forward to SWAC Media Day. It's gonna be fun. Tiger Talk, I definitely will be there. And just keep the momentum in the SWAC going, man. So I think this time around, the SWAC got to capitalize on its opportunities this time around to make sure that, you know, we leverage these relationships and this momentum and these eyes to capitalize on some serious revenue for the conference that's going to put money back into the pockets of the member institutions. Real quick, why this hire is such a good hire for Bethune. Don't think for one second that it's going to take a long time. I mean, when you're in the SWAC, you have a transfer portal. You have a lot of kids that are sitting there looking for homes. I mean, the advantage that Bethune has right now is that a lot of schools have been filling up their rosters. So we don't know. There might have been a young man. They have until like the end of, I want to say close to the end of January, a little bit over the middle of January to enter the portal. Once you enter the portal, you got as long as you want to pick a school. So I think the SWAC football comes down to the quarterback. You know, can you have the good quarterback play? So if he can get a quarterback real quick, I think that team can be he can turn around pretty quickly because of the situation he's in. You don't have to be in a hurry, put together a good staff. I mean, you know, the hype will be there. People are gonna jump on the, you know, kids love clout, you know. Everybody loves clout. So this is a clout driven you know, generation. So that alone, you know, I saw a report today before I got on that said that it was talking about Coach Prime, and we're gonna be talking about him. It not we're not going in depth, no think pieces and nothing like that, but just the impact and why it was such a monumental thing. So check this out. So it says about close to 200 4- and 5-star kids reached out to Coach Prime in the first 12 hours of him being named the Colorado head coach, simply because nothing about NIL, they just wanted to play for him. So that'll tell you right there alone that a name big enough. And this is why, like I said, we're gonna have to have the conversation. I know some of us don't want to, but it just goes to show what we could have done. You know, if and when we talked about it last night, we was talking about how the bag was there, man. Could you imagine? Just imagine what you know. The SWAC would have been the hottest football conference in America had Prime stayed at Jackson State and Ed Reed came to came to Bethune-Cookman. I mean, that just would have been a media storm. It would have dwarfed everything. But since that's not the case, Ed Reed to get all the shine from a celebrity standpoint, from a big name standpoint. And Bethune needs it. Bethune got a lot of issues, man. They got a lot of issues they got to get addressed. And I think this hire makes sense because Ed Reed could absolutely recruit the state of Florida. I think it just got interesting for FAMU. You know, everybody else is going to do what they do. So y'all got to understand, like, when it comes to our recruiting strategy, if you follow what our head coach T.C. Taylor's doing right now, I mean, we're going to recruit the hell out of Mississippi, man. Listen, at the end of the day, we're going to get some Mississippi boys. And if we can get them 3-4-star kids out of Mississippi, we're going to be just fine, man. And I put our kids versus any of them. You know what I'm saying? We got some kids from Florida. And listen, at the end of the day, you got to get on the field. You still got to go coach the game. You still got to go win. We had a team full of stars and got beat twice in the Celebration Bowl. So don't get it twisted. You know, Coach Hugh Jackson is at Grambling. Coach Eddie George is over at Tennessee. I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, Eddie George, you know, is he the same? I mean, does Eddie George have the same pull as a Ed Reed? Probably not so much because Ed Reed played for the U, and that name was just, you know, he was a part of that era. Then, you know, going on and having a stellar NFL career. I mean, he's not a rah-rah guy when it comes to, you know, he's kind of chill, man. You know, cigar, low key, probably whiskey cigar type fella. You know what I'm saying? But you got to go put a good staff together, and it's got to come together. So you got to go make it happen. And the reality of it is that we don't know. Nobody really knows because all they know right now is that Bethune was in trouble, and I'm happy for them because we don't want to see Bethune go down through where we feel like they could have gone. You know what I'm saying? I would say Bethune-Cookman should definitely sell out their stadium. That stadium, I know it's not on campus. It's very similar to Jack Stadium. Our stadium's a lot bigger than theirs, but they should absolutely be able to pack that thing out, man. And when you're talking about marketing, when you're talking about being able to sell the Bethune-Cookman brand, I mean, they've been known in times past for, you know, their look, the uniforms, and it just seemed like something was missing this year. I know Coach Sims went through a lot, but we'll see. We'll see. I feel like this is just my gut feeling. I feel like you're going to see a lot more maybe NFL former players that maybe want to get into coaching. Some might be at high school level. They probably going to want to jump on board because Reed is a little bit more personable than maybe, say, Coach Prime. And somebody would say, well, why you say that? But Coach Prime is such a big figure. I mean, everybody can't rock and roll in that type of setting or that type of environment. And I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to go down that road and make it go left. But when you think about you got a good brother. There's a lot of dudes, man, that you just be like, man, I rock with that dude right there. Just a chill, low key, solid brother. Ed Reed comes off as that dude. You know what I'm saying? Never heard him in scandals and that I know of. Never heard his name being, you know, sullied in bull junk, right? So he just seems like there's a such thing, you know, and forgive me, you know, don't take this the wrong way, but we have a thing where they say he's a man's man. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain type of dudes that dudes just be like, he that dude, you know what I'm saying? And that's how Ed Reed comes off from a distance, right? So I feel like because of that, you're going to see a lot of guys, a lot of brothers that's in the NFL that may have opportunity. They're going to want to help him be successful. They're going to want to help him be successful. A lot of people just knew Prime was going to be successful because Prime was just one of them dudes that just was going to make it happen wherever he go. Well, he's always been able to steal the show. But you got somebody like an Ed Reed that's, I feel like he's going to get a lot of support. And he may get support in the manner in which it may not be about money. It may just be about we want our good brother to succeed. And we want to keep this gravy train rolling. And he should be able to recruit the heck out of Florida. I'm going to tell you who this is and who this is really a bad day for. It's not a bad day for FAMU. It's not. I know it's going to make the Florida Classic interesting. FAMU still has an amazing brand, But what it's gonna, let me tell you who this just got ugly for. The group of 5 schools in the state of Florida. That wasn't a good day for them. Today ain't a good day for them. The FIUs and the FAUs and the South Floridas and it ain't a good day for them. Because why would you go to a group of 5 school and you get dwarfed by the HBCUs? FAMU, it's arguably FAMU and Bethune-Cookman with under Coach Ed Reed right now is you put them, I mean, from a brand standpoint, it's up there, man. It's up there. It's up there. I'm telling you, it's up there because it's backed by the culture. The culture matters. So guess what? You might see everything that Prime could have had. Because everybody wants to have it and say, everybody wants to justify him running off to Colorado. It could have very well opened the door for Ed Reed, and everything that we thought was very well could be over there. It could. We don't know. We don't know. We just got to wait and see. I want him to be successful because this is great. This could be huge, man. Ed Reed in Florida is and look, they're in the Eastern Cup. Look, the East Division done got spicy. But just believe this. We ain't going nowhere. Jackson State got to be beat. You got to beat us. I know Coach Prime may not coach no more. You're going to have to beat Coach TC. Because the thing that differs is the hunger, the will to win, the desire to be great. And I'm just saying like this right here, man. Bethune, fam, you better come with it because Jackson State going to be ready. Great news today. Quay Davis is staying as Jackson State Tiger. Absolutely. It feels like it's small, don't it? Because, you know, the Ed Reed. Trust me, what Jackson State going to show everybody in the SWAC is how we can congratulate people without hating on people. Don't y'all care y'all behinds out there of hating on Bethune-Cookman. Let them have their shine. We do not need to we ain't got to get it. We can have, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They say my Deion started. You know, one can make the case that, you know, I mean, and he did start I would say Ashley Robinson started this movement because Ashley Robinson hired Coach Prime. Yeah, and Ashley Robinson, Coach Prime, got this thing jumped off. But we ain't looking for no clout when it comes to that. Let them folks have a moment, man. Let them have a moment. This is Bethune-Cookman's day. Let them have a moment. Like I said, we dealt with this. They finna see what they finna see now. Y'all go Bethune. I doff my cheers to you. Hey, the stuff that's coming. Y'all might get a little bit. You might want to thank Jackson State because we took it on the chin for 2 years. And it might be a little bit easier for y'all because this was a match made in heaven. I'm serious. Perfect match. Perfect match. I mean, he's from Louisiana now. You know what I'm saying? He's from the Louisiana dude. You know, so he can recruit that area. He recruit Florida. He ain't even got to leave out the state of Florida, man. And that alone is going to garner him the ability. I was on Blue's page. Shout out to Blue. Man, I know Blue going to get that interview. You know what I'm saying? And I don't cover nobody but anyone else. So that just, you know, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me because that don't do nothing but help my cause in this channel and Tiger Talk because now a lot of the folk that was you know making JSU content is gonna gradually shift over to Bethune and they're gonna do that and we welcome it. Trust me, we welcome it. I'm serious. So this is fun, man. This is a great day for the culture. I'm serious. When HBCU football is at its greatest, man, I ain't even kept up with the bowl games. I used to follow the bowl games. Man, I ain't been more. I went and got me something to eat today. And then I'm sitting I'm like, man, what game is on TV? Oh, okay. Memphis and Utah State or something. I was just like, man, I'm telling you, it's like watching paint dry. But ain't nothing like what we do. I'm telling you, that Florida Classic is going to be epic, man, because he made his name in Florida playing at the U. And y'all know the U was like the Fab Five, bro. Like, that's like Chris Webber. It's the equivalent of Juwan Howard becoming the head coach at Michigan or Jim Harbaugh. It's the same type situation because he was part of that Fab Five. So for him to take over Now I know the equivalent would be more like him coaching at the U, but so it's probably not a perfect analogy. But when you talk about cultural icons, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, man, that team was loaded, man. Derrick Brooks, Clint Portis, Willis McGahee. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, my goodness, man. The U was special, man. You're talking about so many names that you can go through that was on that team that won a national championship, the documentaries and all of that good stuff. So you're talking about legends in the state of Florida. Said The Rock, Sean Taylor. These names go on and on. I'm not going to name everybody because, there's a lot of them out there. So could you imagine Miami that's struggling? Oh, yeah, Warren Sapp, definitely. I think I said I'm going to miss somebody, so I'm going to move on from that. But imagine we got 300 in the room. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a donation if you want to contribute to the page. Feel free to do so. But yeah, man, this is great. This is a great day. Like I said, this is and then for them to do it, I mean, to take your time and get it right is better than to just rush into it and just make the wrong hire. It said Deion literally put historically black college back on the map. Lexus, that's not that ain't what Deion has done is he brought fans like yourself to the and you went to Spelman and you weren't very well versed in the knowledge of the HBCUs that was in your very own community. So Prime brought some eyes that weren't paying attention. So he didn't put the HBCU culture on his back. That's hyperbole, but he did jolt, he gave Jackson State a jolt and Jackson State gave him a career jolt. So let's leave that at that. If you want to, however you want to see it, you see it how you see it. I'm not going to debate that. But anywho, let's move on. But we welcome it. We welcome it. We welcome it because it's a great day. It's a great day for HBCU football. And now when you break it down, like I said, I'll move on from it. But this is fun. This is fun stuff, man. It's exciting. And I would love to see what Valley does next. I mean, Valley, go hire Jerry Rice or Ed Reed, or Ray Lewis, somebody. Go big, man. Go big. Go big. Might as well. And but just think about it like this. You got, we know our previous coach exited, but you have the interesting story of our new head coach TC Taylor taking over, and gonna be a good team, man. We building a really good roster. I mean, people don't understand that we really only lost a handful of players from this team. And I think people are thinking that Jackson State lost way more players than they did. I counted 10 3- and 4-star wide receivers that are still remaining on Jackson State's roster as we speak. Certain quarterback hit the portal today. Mississippi boy. Don't be shocked if you see him commit to Jackson State soon. I'm just trying to tell you, man, we ain't stopping, man. We're not stopping. So, I was on Blues Show earlier. The thing that really helped Coach Prime out was when he took over, we had the spring COVID season. So it gave him a chance to really evaluate the talent that was on that roster. And if you remember, we were actually 500 that year. So we went 3-3. Valley got their coach. Who they coach? I didn't know. I didn't know. What's put they University Lafayette quarterback? Okay, UL Lafayette quarterback. Okay, all right, that's what's up. That's what's up. I didn't know that. He said Jalen Jones probably fighting the air. I mean, the thing about the portal is they can always get out of the portal. Now the problem is that we don't know the new coach. You don't know if the new coach is going to want you back to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't make any difference how that goes. But at the end of the day, yeah, you can hit me up. I can't air that. That's fine. I didn't know what was out there. I mean, like I said, I just think it's man, I'm pro HBCU football, man. I want what's best for the culture. I want to see us. But again, if it's only good for the team that's doing it, then we ain't really capitalizing like we should. This is a time right now where the commissioner and those in the SWAC office can really reevaluate the time that they had with Coach Prime. And if they feel like there was some things that they didn't get a chance to capitalize on, boy, oh boy, especially with the it's just look at the opportunities are endless for them, especially with the SWAC dropping that lawsuit and schools being able to individually make put together deals for now. Let's keep this in mind. Ed Reed ain't playing for Bethune-Cookman. He coaching for him. It's a whole different ball game. You got to go create a team, and you got to go put together a staff, and he has to be supported, which I think he will be. Anytime your athletic director is coaching basketball, they got a lot of things infrastructure-wise from a university standpoint that they got to get corrected. But they're one of those programs that you absolutely want to see them do well. And I want everybody to be at their best because that makes the product even better and that makes people want to watch it. You understand what I'm saying? So could you imagine? Hey, check this out, y'all. Y'all do know that Bethune-Cookman coming to Jacktown this year, right? So Ed Reed coming to Jackson, Mississippi, baby. Oh, yes. That's one of them games that ain't really having to travel that much. Go back and look at it. Bethune don't travel like that. We might get a few extra fans to come to that game. Bethune-Cookman versus Jackson State in Jackson, Mississippi. Can we get that? The man said Cormani McClain to BCU. That would break the internet. I love it. I'd rather him go to BCU than to go to CU. Oh, somebody stop him. That's right, I said it. See, because this what you ain't going to give him, Ken. You ain't going to have Ken over here hating and acting like Cormani McClain ain't a 5-star. And then once he commit to a HBCU, all of a sudden his skills done diminish the day he commit. Like some people were doing Travis. I would love for Cormani McClain. Matter of fact, I'm summoning all of those 3, 4, and some of them 5-star players that's on the roster at Miami, on the roster at Florida State, FAU, FIU, whatever F that's in their school name. If you ain't playing, go to Bethune-Cookman. Go to Bethune-Cookman. Let's build this thing up, man. Go to Bethune-Cookman. That man said, anyone know if Quay is staying at Jackson State? Are you serious moving higher? You serious? Yeah, and the answer is yes. Quay is staying. It was on the internet today. I didn't put it up on the screen, but I'm ecstatic about it. And once again, JSU got to show folks how to. No, this is a joke. This is a joke, y'all. Preliminary joke. JSU got to show y'all how you can congratulate one of your sibling programs in your conference and not be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Our head coach TC Taylor, we content with it. We happy about that, right? And we're not gonna try to steal no shine. Y'all go get all the shine y'all can get because y'all gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? I think that there's some opportunities for them to level up and get their. I ain't finna start fantasizing on how long I think the coach gonna be there. Is there a chance Jeremiah Brown returns? I mean, it's always a chance, but you know what I'm saying? He from Florida. Hell, he might go to Bethune. Ain't no telling. They might want that clout, man. Hey, I ain't mad at no kid. I want all these young men to be where they want to be because that way you can be your best. If you don't want to be in Jackson, love you, bro. But I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I mean, it's possible. We don't know. He in the portal right now. Everybody in the portal is fair game. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this right here. If you're not going to go to Jackson State, pick another HBCU to go to. Somebody said, JB and Shiloh might end up at BCU. It's possible. But Shiloh gonna graduate from Jackson State first. Man, I'm all for it, man. Whatever makes sense. Whatever makes sense for them. Whatever makes sense for them and their families. But I don't have an issue with none of it. Honestly, man, I don't. I just I love it, man. It's a great day. You know, I just think people. I want y'all to understand this. This is a necessary. This is a wonderful distraction for us. This is how I see it from a Jackson State perspective. Everybody could go look over there for a little while and let us over here and finish building this thing back up in silence and leave us alone for a little while. I mean that. You know, I mean, I am not mad about eyes going over there. You know, going over there and take a look and stay over there. Cover them. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets a little annoying at times. But I'm telling you, I'm loving what I'm seeing out of our coaching staff soon. Hey, this is what's good about that, because this is how the internet works. This is what the internet do. It goes just like they go. That's all that happens every day. You go look this way. This going on, this going on, this going on. Then we go look this way. Y'all got to keep in mind, Jack State ain't even announced their coaching staff yet. Just know as soon as Ken, you said it first, the portal is deadly. Yeah, I got it. The portal is deadly. It's absolutely deadly. You better get out that portal as fast as you can. But Jack State gonna drop their head coach. I mean, they're gonna drop their coaching staff. And when they drop the coaching staff, they're gonna go just like this. Whoop. And then Ed Reed gonna announce his coach staff. They gonna go whoop. You get what I'm saying? It's just gonna be, that man said, dog chasing cars, just like a tennis match. That's how this works. So I'm all for it, man. I'm happy, man. I'm happy with what happened. I don't feel no. And if you got any type of like ounce of envy or jealousy in your heart, let that go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Let that go. This is good. This is good. And if I got to tell you that, then the issue is you. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. This is great. This is great news. So it just makes you wonder. I can't help but wonder. Lexus, where Lexus at? She's on here. I can't help but wonder. Since y'all this is what we was trying to say last night, man. Oh my goodness, man. I can't help it, y'all. If the man had stayed, it would have just changed it could have changed things for forever, man. Could have changed things forever. Could have changed things forever. But nevertheless, we're gonna keep moving. We finna give everything we got to our head coach TC, and we looking forward to beating Ed Reed when he come to Jackson. That's what we want to do. We want to make it. We ain't gonna make it easy for you, coach, but I look forward to seeing him come to Jackson. You know, get a chance to sit in that media room and meet him. I'm a fan of him, you know, and I'm a fan of Black excellence. I am. I want him to do well, but I ain't gonna root for you when you play against Jack State. 382 in the chat. Let's get them likes up, y'all. It means you have to exit out of the chat and hit the like button on the screen, and then you can go back to the live chat and you can get back to chatting again. So come out of the chat, hit the like button on the stream, and then go back to chatting. I need you to do that. So yeah, Mark says so. He said, "Boy, you might be the only one covering JSU." I said, "I'm cool with that." Ken, you said I've lost weight. You don't know what I lost, Lexi. Stop that. You just talking now. You ain't thank you though, but I ain't lost no weight. Trust me, I tell you that much. Not with these Fritos sitting on. You don't see what I see right here. And as soon as I get off this thing, I'm gonna be in that bag just like that. You hit it right here. You hear it crumbling? That ain't the sound of no joker that done lost some weight. I sure love to lose some weight, but I'm gonna try. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna make you a promise, Lex. I guarantee you by the time the next season starts, everybody gonna say Ken done lost some weight. Cause you know I'm about a few days away from my New Year's resolution to lose 12 pounds. I'm gonna say 12 because if I say 20, I ain't gonna do it. Stop trying. I know, Rochelle. I'm going to lose weight. Not to give me some chili Fritos. I ain't lying. I got chili Fritos right here. But anyway, man, big day. Like I said, every day, man, we got something that we doing. Like I said, we working on some big things that I gotta say this though. Oh, this one I almost forgot it. I asked a couple questions. Y'all know that documentary come out Thursday. So, oh yeah, you go. Every reading Coach Prime documentary. TC Coach Taylor's head coach staff. Every reading staff. It's gonna be just like that. It's gonna be just like that. Well, I'll tell you, that documentary come out Thursday. You hear me? Thursday. All right. So I had a couple questions to ask about that thing, man. You know, and one of the things I said last night, I was saying that you know, that the university wasn't gonna get any revenue off the documentary. I was incorrect. I was wrong. I asked the right questions, and I was told that you know, that we do gain some revenue. We do gain revenue from the docuseries, and says that the university has some editorial rights over the content. So the university does have some editorial rights over the content that's going to be coming out on the Prime on Prime. And, you know, let's just say the leadership insisted on making that happen. They insisted on making that happen despite the opposition. And that was one of the things that caused a little friction. The more you know. But everybody ain't enemy, so I'll just say it that way. So yeah, I was told that that's straight from somebody that sits in the highest seat in the university. So I'll just leave it at that. But that was an insisted thing. You can't just give over everything and just bend over backwards and get. If you're gonna do it, you got to at least lube me up or something, man. You get what I'm saying? say, be nice to me or something. You know, somebody like, man. But no, that made me feel good because I was just like, man. But I started seeing it pushed out there. But that was smart. You know, we own some of the editorial rights to the content, so the university will be compensated from this docuseries, and that was extremely smart. Despite all the pause, man. Don't take that too far. It's a joke, man. You know, no, I can't say the word, but no Ice Cube, not Ice Cube. You get what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that because I might get in trouble. I might get my page snatched. But back to what we were talking about. That was smart, though. That was smart on the hands of the leadership. And we'll see how it turns out. But, man, all I can think about is what could have been. Nevertheless, we're going to proceed. You know, like I said, I am not in any shape, form, or fashion wishing that coach was still here. I am ecstatic that Coach T.C. Taylor is taking over, and I am extremely impressed with what he's been able to do. And I'm telling you right now, the players that have returned and the players that could very well possibly return and the players that we expect to return. Like I told y'all yesterday, there was definitely going to be another player that was going to be announcing that they was going to be returning. And today that player did announce. That was Quay Davis. He said, pause. Sorry, Channel Life. But hey, man, they would say pause on that. You notice I didn't come out and say nothing else, Blue, because I'm like, there's certain words you just can't say no more. You got to take them out of the vocabulary. And I'd be dang on if I say that. Anywho, T.C. Taylor is our coach. Absolutely he is. And Jackson wasn't dumb as he thought. No. We ain't gonna get into all that. We ain't gonna get into all that. That was definitely some, and that might be why some of the things that was in play. Oh, I can say that too. I don't know if I can say it, but I'll just say this right here for those that know about the thing that was gonna transpire at Jackson State, that did not transpire at Jackson State, that just so happened to happen at Texas Southern, and I think now is at Alabama State. There was some things that, you know, that weren't going to be given up because we weren't going to own any of that, and the university said, no, we can't. No, can do we? So it was pulled. The plug was pulled at the 9th hour, which caused more friction. You know, so when you start talking about some of the things that's out there, there's some facts that can be, you know, if you look hard enough, you'll find out that there was more to it than what's being disseminated. So usually the perception yields toward those that have the loudest voice, and those that have the ability to create the narratives that you want to see. If you don't believe me, go listen to the players that did their little live chat. I think it was Tony Gray, Malachi Wideman, and they told you that anytime you own, when there's content and people have you on video and camera, they can make it look like however they want to make it look. That's from the players. We didn't make that up. They said that. You know what I'm saying? You do with that what you want to do with it, because it seems like when you give people facts, people don't like to, they don't like to deal with facts. They like to deal with emotions and public perception, and anytime it conflicts with their celebrity worship. I was intrigued by the idea of what I knew he had the power to do. Not so much as the man, because I don't know the man, but I know the man well enough to know what he was. We saw some things happening that wasn't ever happening before. So I was like, this is unbelievable right here. And look at the possibilities of what can happen. Didn't happen. Maybe that was for the new coach over at Bethune-Cookman. But I tell you this much, we're going to support the hell out of him. I said we, the culture. Oh, yeah, the culture going to support Ed Reed. For those that don't know Ed Reed come from an HBCU tree. Yeah, his folks went to Grambling. His folks went to Grambling. So there you go. There you have it. And the fact that he landed at Bethune-Cookman, it's a win-win for the university, for Ed Reed, and for the SWAC. So I love it. I absolutely love it. And we're going to keep pressing forward. And we're going to keep looking to progress. And we're going to keep building this thing and let it grow. So I'm ecstatic about that. And so much more to come. But let's jump on over to, that's all I got on Bethune for right now. If y'all, I'm pretty sure everybody on YouTube is going to be talking about it tonight. So I just wanted to give my little tidbit on it, because, that's monumental news, man. And I mean, we in the HBCU space. Yes, we cover Jackson State. We're in the same conference, in the same division. So you bet your bottom dollar this news is very, very much so important in relation to Jackson State, and it's absolutely going to impact Jackson State. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it again. Put some respect on the state of Mississippi, man, and the young men that play football in the state of Mississippi. Because I know we always talk about Florida and Texas and Louisiana. The reason why you don't always talk about Mississippi is because, hell, we ain't never been able to really get the top talent in Mississippi. Because they always go to the USMs, the Mississippi States, and the Ole Misses and abroad, right? Mississippi has a JUCO system that's probably second to none out of any state in the whole freaking United States. Man, these kids I just did an interview with Philip Short, and we just dropped that interview today. Man, he said all the players that he was throwing the ball against is in the SEC right now. All of them playing in the SEC, the DBs, the safeties, all of them, because those schools recruit heavily out of the Mississippi JUCOs. 454 in the chat. 454 in the chat, man. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Donate to the page if you want to donate and be a donating contributor. Don't have super chat on the channel. Don't know when that's coming back. I don't even care if it don't come back. I prefer Cash App anyway. Send it Cash App and PayPal, and that's a lot more effective than the super chat. I ain't got to wait a whole month to get paid. You get what I'm talking about? Get that right away, so I could be a lot more useful with those donations. So if anyone wants to donate to the page, I appreciate it, and we'll keep moving. But yeah, man, that's the JUCO system is a great system and if we can just get our own, that's why I told you it's monumental that and Isaiah Spencer's, the kids fresh out of high school, because when you look at TC Taylor's recruiting class, you got to look at the freshmen. You got to look at the refresh. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? If you're new in the chat, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And let's say, so when you get that new talent that's coming in, that high school talent, it's important to get the high school talent because you set your floor, right? So Coach Prime's recruiting strategy was 40-40-20. It was 40% portal, 40% grad transfer, 20% high school. That was his strategy. I haven't gotten, we haven't been able to sit TC down and see, but if you look at what he's doing, he might go 40% JUCO, 40% high school, 20% transfer portal. You get what I'm saying? It's not a bad strategy. Or he may go 40, 30, 30. 40% junior college, 30% transfer portal, 30% high school. Or 40% high school, 30 transfer, 30 JUCO. Either way, it just depends on whatever you decide to go for. You know what I mean? And in the end, you have to win. I was told today that the offensive coordinator hire is official. It'll be announced soon. I'm extremely happy with the hire because I know the type of offense we're going to run. I'm telling you now, the skill set. All you have to do, like Zoe has always said, follow the skill set of the players that's being recruited, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. So at the end of the day, got some great coaches out there in the conferences, man, that may not be of a famous ilk of statue of, say, an Ed Reed. But an Ed Reed can get the players, and players make coaches in certain instances. But you still got to know the Jimmy Smith. You still got to get the X's and O's down. So it's going to be intriguing to see what kind of staff he's able to put together. Our elementary and high schools have been failing our athletes for decades. We don't have the grades, have to go to JUCOs, and a lot of talent goes up on their dreams. But I'll say this though, it's a lot of talented kids in JUCO. I played junior college. I saw, like I said, it's not about me, but I've seen a lot of kids come through the JUCO system. A lot of them. And I mean a ton of them. I would say before Coach Prime came to Jackson State, East Mississippi, Gulf Coast, these JUCOs was having better recruiting classes than we were. Straight out of high school. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. We weren't very good at the time, but getting that notoriety and looking at our coaches that has a great strategy, there's enough to go around, because if these players that are hitting the portal, all you have to do is have a great strategy. Look at what Campbell is doing. Man, Campbell is killing it right now in recruiting. Campbell is recruiting better than some Power 5 schools. I'm going to say it again, better than some Power 5 schools, not Group of 5. I mean, it's unbelievable what they're doing, man. And they still, and I do mean still, killing it. Just landed another recruit today, a transfer D lineman from UCLA. I'm just saying. It's unbelievable. And I'm just like, is it a collective? Is it mentor? What is it? Like, it doesn't. What I'm saying is, if you got a great system in place, you got great recruiters on your staff. This is the beautiful thing about bringing in a staff, and the thing that TC Taylor has a great opportunity to do. He's putting together a very well-rounded staff that has pipelines and relationships that they can build where they can recruit. Where this person knows that person knows that coach, that kid is in the portal. How can I get in contact with that kid and his people and figure out how I can get that kid to Jackson? We got a huge recruiting day. January the 4th. The kids are going to be reporting. We got a lot of official visits going to be on town. We're trying to lock some kids down. Zoe going to be on the scene. We're going to do, we more than likely going to do a live show from the university, some recruiting visits. We may even get some recruits on there. We'll talk to the coach and see what we need to do. But we definitely trying to get some things brewing. And we Jackson State has enough momentum to carry its own momentum. And we can we're not in a situation where we're going to be dwarfed by the hire of Ed Reed. That's going to be exciting. It's definitely going to put them on the same level immediately. Some may even feel like it catapults them ahead of us. But in the end, it's only exciting right now. They got to win. They got to put the state. You got to see the product on the field, because I'm telling you right now, that big light can shine some. It can show you blemishes too. Because if you go out there and you get whooped, and they'll be like, man, that dude can't coach. It'll turn fast. So, and just like that, he popped up. I ain't had to do nothing. There he is. What's happening, bro?
What's going on, man? Can y'all hear me?
They said Willis Patrick just posted him in a JSU uniform.
Man.
Huh? You breaking up, bro? Well, they came and gone just like that. Somebody said prime example. Look at Hugh. Look at Eddie George. It's about fit. It's about timing. And does your name have enough cachet to make these young kids? I'm looking at the people that, hell, there are players on our team that are reacting. These young kids know who the hell Ed Reed is. They do. They said the sleepy one has arrived. What's up, bro? Boy, your signal is like, yeah, you got that cricket. Hey, bro, come back in, bro. Let me just remove Zoe until he get his signal right. Says Zoe must be in the country. He may very well could be. I don't know. He can come back on whenever he get his signal back right. But he said, "Back off, cricket dog." Hey. Boost Mobile. He is only 44 years old. Who's 44 years old? Who's only 44? I just so happen to look at that. Talking about who's 44? Somebody put in the chat who y'all talking about. Who 44? Oh, Ed Reed. Oh, shit. Yeah. Young buck. Damn, I didn't know Ed Reed was that young. Shit, I'm 40. I ain't know Ed Reed. Hey, it makes sense to me then. Ed Reed comes from, man, that's going to be fun, man. This is a great day for HBCU football, man, in the SWAC. Yes. And it needed to be somebody else. Listen, it has to be spread around, man. HBCU football is the most healthiest ever. We can say that it's ever been, man, in modern history. Man, this is phenomenal, man, for us. This is phenomenal. This is phenomenal, man. If you don't believe in elevation, you realize that you can't do it alone. Hey, Blue. Hey, good point. Hey, man, we're going to have to just muscle. Now, let's say this. We can say at least through February, bro. All right, look at it like this. We got the bowl games. I plan on going to all four. I posted on my Twitter today. I'm going to try to hit all four. Well, not try. I can't say try. Michelle going to get me. I'm going to hit all four of the bowl games, barring no setbacks and nothing changing. The NFLPA, I'm going to hit that one. East-West Shrine across the street over in Vegas. I'm going to hit that one. The Senior Bowl and the Legacy Bowl. Definitely got to hit both of those. Zoe and I are definitely going to be heading down to the Legacy Bowl. A couple of friends and I are going to be heading down to the Senior Bowl. So that'll get us through probably February. You know what I mean? Then you roll into March, which is going to break out the spring games. So that'll be content for that. And then you roll into the NFL draft. You're talking about Aubrey Miller getting drafted in April, and then you're talking about June, May, June. You know, I mean, at that point, you get back into recruiting. You recruit the May grads, and then you just get through the summer. Summer, you just do family stuff. Get prepared. What everybody need to be doing, get your money together and start putting that money aside. We need to start. We need to start XFL, USFL. Absolutely. Great point, Joe Perry. Great point. Oh, my goodness, great point. CJ Holmes, Warren Newman. Who am I missing? What's his name? Pass from Prairie View. Akil Glass. Trey Johnson, our O-lineman. A lot of players, man, that's going to be playing a little football. So it'll keep us we say I'm hoping that we have more media at the end. Year 2 is way bigger. Oh man, we there, bro. We in that thing. As a matter of fact, I got to get with you because that game is played on Sunday. So just kind of want to get some advice on kind of how to navigate and travel for that. Like what day to get down there, and try to get an itinerary. But I'm Antoine Owens, absolutely. A lot of kids, man, that we're gonna definitely be. Say Reagan walked on. That's phenomenal. Love it. Love all that. And we got to just keep the momentum going, man. This is our time for HBCU media. What a fantastic time it is to be in the media game to cover HBCU. The Blue Bloods podcast is going to go to the moon. Shout out to Blue because I know Blue said he had a great relationship with the SID. Definitely going to I don't really need anything from that because we won't play Bethune until the year after next. So, we'll just see how that goes. But definitely going to get with you on the media stuff for those bowl games. I'm good with the NFLPA. If anybody's coming out this way for the NFLPA Bowl to Pasadena, let me know. I'll be your liaison. Make sure you're good to go out here on the West Coast. If anybody going to be in Vegas. Now, Vegas and Senior Bowl is going to be interesting because it's the same week. The Shrine Bowl is going to be that Thursday, February the 2nd. And then you're gonna turn right around that Saturday and have the Senior Bowl in Mobile. So you're talking about going straight from Vegas over to Mobile. So I'm gonna go from Vegas to the crib and then, however I plan on doing that. But I'll figure that piece out. But it's gonna be fun, man. That's what it's all about. And I need you guys' support. So go ahead and be friendly to that Cash App donation. Like I said, all I've been really doing is stacking up a lot of that. I gotta buy some I got it. Blue. Don't forget to send me that info on that. I got you for the Senior Bowl direct. Yeah, there we go. I need that. Yeah, need that, man. Need that. And I also need that camera info. I gotta go. I'm gonna pull the plug on that camera, man. I gotta bring y'all that cutting edge content. If y'all notice, I've been doing streams. I haven't been doing a lot of content because, like I said, my goal is to go where I need to go. Ken, what Aubrey is looking at for NFL, can you explain how he goes forward? Aubrey has made every single postseason All-American list that's out there. So Aubrey going to the Senior Bowl, they say there's a saying, the NFL draft starts at the Senior Bowl. So him getting that Senior Bowl invite is going to be amazing. So it's amazing for him. So all he has to do is go do his thing, go dominate. I think Jatari Carr was one of the only ones that got an invite last year that I remember. Maybe Josh Williams got an invite. I'm not sure if Jacoby Durant got an invite, but what James Houston and Jacoby Durant is doing at this very moment under this new renaissance of the HBCU model, right? I mean, I would say with this celebrity fandom that are putting eyes, now you got a lot of people that's going to be paying attention to Bethune-Cookman now. And the thing that makes them more exciting now is because, man, the Florida Classic is going to be epic, bro. That's going to be epic. I mean, I remember there was some conversation in the past talking about the contracts was in a great space, but now some of these contracts might have to be renegotiated, man. You might have to do some different stuff. We don't know. I don't get into all that talk, but I just think this is a time now. Joshua Williams and Jatari Carter. That's what I thought. I thought Josh Williams and Jatari Carter were the only two that were there. So now you got, Aubrey being in that thing, and that's going to help him. I think I got to go and look at his Blue. Do you know what his draft grade is right now? If you do, put that in the chat for me, bro. But I think he still has to get that combine. He has to get that NFL combine invite. Y'all know Aubrey. Auburn's built like a brick house, man. He's a workout warrior, and I think he's one of the best linebackers in this draft class. So any team that needs a linebacker is going to be definitely looking at Aubrey Miller coming from Jackson State as a means because, he went to Missouri, and he really has just elevated his game. And at that point, I mean, worst case scenario, I don't see him slipping past the 4th round, in my honest opinion. I think he'd go higher than that. Maybe 3rd round, in my opinion. 2nd round would be just an absolute phenomenal. But if we being just honest, I would just say probably 3rd round, in my opinion. That's probably where I think he goes, and I don't see him slip past the 4th at all. I would be absolutely shocked if he slipped past the 4th round. And what if the Lions drafted Aubrey Miller? I heard 4th to 7th. Okay, but postseason grades. He said postseason games combine could change. Absolutely. That's right. Definitely a day 2 prospect, in my opinion. But that's going to be fun. It's fun to see. That was one of the reasons why. That was part of the conversation I had with Niles. Niles, in my opinion, is next man up. You know what I mean? And he just got to go put the work in and do what he got to go do. But I actually told the president, yes, I told the president that Jackson State University, we need to have a full-fledged marketing campaign centered around Niles Gaddy as the next man up, the leader and face of the defense, the dark side defense. As long as you got 57 on that side of the ball and 57 doing this thing, we got a chance to beat anybody. Because I keep trying to tell y'all, we're returning a lot of players. Gaddy didn't play in the bowl game because Gaddy's returning to Jackson State. Oh, he didn't play in the bowl game. I already discussed that on a different channel. It was a decision to be, due to some BS. But anyway, we'll move on from that. You had to go catch that old stream last week. You got to go through all the streams. I don't know which one it was on, but I was talking about it. You can listen to the one I did last night because he just announced he was coming back. I said a lot about Gaddy yesterday, so go look at the 1226 stream and oh my goodness, oh Rochelle, oh wow, blessings to you and the family. Sorry to hear that. Definitely sorry to hear that. Y'all say a prayer for Rochelle, man. Sister, we're definitely praying for you, man, and you and your family, and want to keep you lifted up in prayer. It's a tough call, man. My goodness. Sorry. Truly sorry to hear that. We love you. We're praying for you, and go be just be, I guess, a sound mind and a shoulder for the family. We do anything for you, let us know, and we'll be here for you. If you need to come on and vent, and you can always come on the stream and talk to the family. It's 472 of you guys in here looking at my face. I'm finna open up the stream at the hour mark, and want to get your thoughts and opinions on everything that's going on with Jackson State. We got about a good 30 minutes to talk, and I got to be off this thing at the top of the next hour. So don't be too long-winded. Won't have time to get into no debates. Just want to kind of get your mind. I'll give you 2 minutes tops to get your point out. Try to answer any questions I can to the best of my ability. And again, everybody, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get this page to 5K. Also, if you're watching this stream, I need all of you guys to pull up HBCU Overdrive with Doc Holliday. I need you to go hit the subscribe button to my brother, man. Bro, been putting in a lot of work. We got to get that page over 1,000 subscribers. There's 400 of y'all in here, and I'm pretty sure all 468 of y'all are not subscribed to HBCU Overdrive with Doc Holliday. He's sitting right at like 900. He was close to 1,000, and this is why 1,000 is important for y'all that don't know this. You can't monetize your page until you get to 1,000. And bro been doing a lot of damn work. He's been doing a lot of interviews. He's been putting a lot of work in, and it's time to make sure bro gets taken care of. It's a lot of time to come on YouTube and constantly sit down and give you guys content, give you entertainment. Some people don't even watch TV no more. Y'all know it. Y'all watch TV more than y'all watch YouTube more than you watch TV. I don't even watch TV. I get a lot of my information from YouTube and social media. That's just how we consume media nowadays. Doc, right here. Here we go, y'all. Click that page right there, man. 962 subscribers. I know I got 38 of y'all out there that's not on this page that need to subscribe. Let's get bro over 1,000 tonight. Matter of fact, before I proceed, I need 30. Doc, let me know as your subs go up. This for you, bro. Absolutely. Appreciate that, Blue. And yeah, Tyler. Yeah, I'm gonna tap. Let me do this real quick. Appreciate that, Blue. Got to get me over 4K. Got to get Doc over 1,000. Tyler Carter is on here. Tyler has Sip My Thoughts podcast. Damn, Tyler, where you go, man? Oh, there you go. Need y'all to go leave a rating on this podcast. Tyler, put in the chat how to reach your podcast, bro. We got 470 in the chat. This is what I'm saying. This is how you build a community. We got to make sure we uplift each other, man. Seriously. It's like if you go back to the Rosewoods of the world, man, when you go back into the Black Wall Streets, the Tulsas and all of that good stuff, what they used to do is everything was supplied by the community. The community took care of everybody. Everybody had a part to play. I can't do every interview. Some interviews you got to just go to Doc Holliday. You got to go to Doc Holliday. Doc been doing some major interviews, man, and I know how hard that brother works. And you know, when I saw him put up 900, I was like, damn, I thought bro was over. You know, I don't really keep up with everybody's subs like that. When he put that out there, just do me a solid, man. Do me a solid. You ain't even got to donate to the page, but donate the sub. A sub. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe button, and then that'll get him over 1,000. So that way he can start monetizing his content and start being compensated for his time. And that's part of it. It's a part of this. This is a slow grind. This is a slow build, and man, there's a way to do it. So many ideas that are coming down the pipe regarding content. And when this Ed Reed news is phenomenal because there may be some type of partnership deal where we can have a template where everybody, or a portal where everybody can put all of their content in one portal and be able to go to that link and watch all the HBCU content you want to watch. And it still streams through YouTube, and we can get partnerships and get paid different types of ways. You know what I'm saying? So time is money, man. You know what I mean? I used to do a lot of ride share, but I mean, if I don't mind sitting down a few hours and can, and my time can be compensated, for giving information and giving you guys a platform to speak on. While I'm saying that, let me open the stream up. I thought I did that already, so I apologize. I'm just rambling, trying to get Doc some subscribers. But before we close the stream, man, we need Doc to be over 1,000 subs, man. Doc, did you hit 1,000? There you go, baby. Blessings to you, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's how you do it, man. You build each other up. I ain't in competition with nobody. Everybody, make sure you go subscribe to the Blue Bloods, man. If you're not subscribed to the Blue Bloods, you crazy. And I don't mean that derogatory. Hit that subscribe button. With Tomorrow Leader Sport Network, Coach Walker. You got to be subscribed to Coach. Man, who else in this thing? I'm trying to get some subs, man. I know y'all looking at me, but I like to get it off me. I'm a brother that don't mind everybody getting some of the shine. Sir Retro, what's happening, baby? What's good with you? What's happening, dog?
Yeah. Hey, first off, look. Prayers to Rochelle, of course. Man, y'all
Absolutely.
keep it in the prayers, man, for real. As well as congratulations to you, Doc. I've been subscribed to you for a while. Well, Ken, I wasn't supposed to expose this, bro. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there, man. I got a call from TC today, bro.
Okay.
He say he want me to be the QB coach, man.
What you telling, bro?
I'm just saying, what? I said, bro. As long as JSU by 40, I'm with it, bro. You feel me? So yeah, I'm gonna
We gonna
go
win, bro.
ahead, coach them boys up, man. I already know.
You already know it, bro. Man, you know
Yeah.
I appreciate you, bro. Always keep us laughing. I heard you
Indeed,
on Blue
man.
Town. That man said, "Fam, it's BCU by 40, man." Oh my goodness, man. Man, you be safe out there on that
Hey, I'm gonna
road,
let
bro.
y'all have. Yeah, more definitely. Hey, look, I just wanted to say this, man. I'm about to go in the dark for a while, man. You already know what time it is, bro. I'm putting my head down, man, and um, yeah, when I get in that mode, bro, it's all the
Yep.
way up there and it's stuck there. I'm telling you, you know.
Yeah, bro.
So you know where to hit me at, bro. You feel me? I'm
I
all the
already
way
know it.
with you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the support, bro. You know what time it is, man. Hit me in. Make sure you hit me on IG if you're on that side. We stay locked in for sure.
All right, bro.
All right. Peace out. Veronica. Then I got Tyler. How you doing? Go ahead and unmute yourself. Go ahead, Veronica. You on mute? You're off mute now. I can't hear you though if you're talking. Veronica, I don't know what's going on, Veronica. You might have to come out, Veronica, and come back in. Tyler, what's up, baby?
What's happening, bro? How you doing?
Oh man, you got it, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, for sure. I had one question, but just to talk about my podcast really quick, just to let y'all know, I'm a journalist by trade, so that's what I do. That's my job.
Right.
So a lot of the content that I talk about on my podcast is more so stuff geared around like Black Southern culture and stuff like that. So I'm going to ingratiate some sports into that content also. I just like to have like real life conversations about the culture and the stuff that affects us, you know what I'm saying, every day on a day-to-day basis in the culture as well. So if y'all check out my podcast, y'all will definitely find some of that. There'll be some sports conversation on there as well, depending on how far and how deep you go back. But I'm gonna start doing more on my YouTube channel also, which is the same as my name that you can see on the screen. So if y'all go check me out, like I said, I'm going to be more consistent with dropping and posting content come New Year. I'm already putting together a calendar of stuff that I'm trying to, make sure that I get done. And I'm trying to be as consistent as possible in 23. So that's my goal. So I'm not gonna have y'all just subscribing and not posting anything on there. Also, just letting y'all know that.
Absolutely.
But my question, Ken, like, there's a lot of energy around the SWAC and stuff like that now. So I'm just thinking, I think the commissioner needs to start doing a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? As far as to continue to elevate the brand of the SWAC. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think that was the first thing I said. I mean, I think the commissioner is the great commissioner. He's doing a phenomenal job. Commissioner McClellan is rock solid in my opinion. I don't I don't get into a lot of the stuff that people have in the past because I just wasn't really interested. But this is a phenomenal time. What I did say was this: I don't know what opportunities were missed because I wasn't close enough and I don't sit in that room, but he does. If he does, I'm pretty sure there might be some things, it's called, cognitive dissonance, what coulda, shoulda, what I could have done, whatever. But whatever was there that he could have done, I think those opportunities are now going to be staring back at him again. You get what I'm saying? Because Bethune-Cookman is one of the member institutions that was just recently added. So you wanted Bethune-Cookman to do well. And I would, if I'm the commissioner, hell yeah, I'm going to do everything I can to try to push everything over there because Jackson State is self-sustainable when it comes to like media. Our alumni base, and we're going to do what we do. We went in-house and people got to understand, like, we had some big names that wanted to take the head coaching ranks. We could have stayed in the celebrity direction, but we felt like it was in the right move was to make the move that we made. We're content with that. We satisfied with it. We love what's happening. We absolutely ecstatic with what Coach TC and Otis is doing, the staff he's assembled. So you got a juggernaut in Jackson already. You got a juggernaut in FAMU right now. You got the Florida Classic now that's a part of the SWAC, which has just became even more bigger than, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, in my opinion, the commissioner can capitalize on the new opportunities that I think are going to come as a result of Ed Reed, because some people probably didn't want to do business with Prime. We think everybody wanted to do business with Coach Prime. He probably can answer that a lot better than we can.
Right.
But now you got somebody that's come out the same room now. Gold jacket. You see what I'm saying? Think about when Ed Reed and Dr. Doom meet each other and when we play Bethune-Cookman in Jackson. The opportunities that are there, man. Like we don't know. We don't know, man. I mean, it's just, I think the commissioner, he's smiling big right now. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. As he should.
This profile of the SWAC just got, I'm saying it like this. I'm gonna say it, the SWAC hotter than the Conference USA. I don't know what nobody.
That's a fact.
Conference USA just added a bunch of FCS schools, but who talks about the FCS? Talk about Conference USA. That's an FBS. Who
And
talks about
nobody's
the American?
cared. Yep.
Nobody talks about the American. The Sun Belt is solid. It's solid. And I'm not knocking any other schools, but if you're not Power 5, because that was the thing that Deion really wanted. Deion was like, if I'm going to leave, I got to go Power 5. See, other schools weren't Power 5. Colorado's in the Pac-12. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not going Power 5 where you got big-time conference support and momentum behind you, it don't make sense to move. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true, Blue. Conference USA ain't never been hot. But I'm just saying, as far as like when you put the SWAC next to, and I'm just saying, I'm just mentioning the SWAC. The MEAC been kicking our ass in the Celebration Bowl, so the MEAC hot too. And with the potential of some schools possibly returning in the future. We don't know. But look at the momentum that the HBCU brands have in and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna shut up. When you look at the attendance battles, I saw a slide today where all the games, the most heavily attended games this season. Jackson State fell, I wanted like at the 5th game. We were behind the Florida Classic, the Bayou Classic, Magic City Classic, the Dallas State Fair Classic, and then you had Jackson State. But Jackson State was in every other game after that. You see what I'm saying? The other 6 was Jackson State. So my point is, if you're a commissioner, you got this juggernaut in Jackson State from an HBCU branding standpoint. People are still interested to see what we're going to do. People are going to be interested by what we're going to do because they want to see what TC Taylor going to do since Prime has left. They want to know if we're going to fall to shit or are we going to maintain it. You see what I'm saying? Now you add that with Ed Reed, and you add with what Hugh Jackson is doing with Grambling. Because if Grambling is good, Alcorn had a slam dunk of a damn offseason. Shit, Alcorn is kicking behind right now. FAMU is a monster of a brand. You see what I'm saying? So the SWAC is at its greatest. Oh, my goodness. For creators right now, if you cover the SWAC, man, you got a shit ton of blue. Your work going to be cut out for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't cover none of that stuff. I just cover JSU. So my lane is carved, and I have my space, and that's what I do. But people like Doc Holliday and Blue Bloods, yourself, and Coach Walker and DJ, they cover everybody. I don't cover that. I don't cover it. I just talk about Jack State. That's what I stay in my lane, and I want to do that well. Now, if you need me to talk about something else, I can talk about it. I try to be as well versed as I can, but that's my thoughts on that. Hold right there for me, bro. Let me give Veronica in real quick. What you got, sis? I don't know what's going on. If you're on Bluetooth, you might turn that off and just speak straight through the phone because I can't hear you if you're talking. Can't hear you, Veronica. Come on camera. How about that? You ain't got to show your face, but see if your camera works. Go out and come back in. And then when you come back in, I'll bring you straight on when you come back in. If you can hear me. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, we got to recognize where we are with what we have. We got something to sell. When you look at the culture itself, it's healthy right now. Should Valley drop the D2? Not necessarily. You know, Valley just got his full allotment of scholarships, but I don't think that they're looking at doing that. They make the right hire. I don't know. We don't know. Somebody said, Veronica, you holding up the show. Come on. I'm going to bring you straight on as soon as you come in. When will the full schedule be out? Sometime next year. Usually we drop our schedule around the Ashley Robinson, around the spring game or whatnot. Just be prepared to buy season tickets. Don't look at the games. Just buy the season tickets. And then you can start making your plans. But I'm going to tell you like this right here. If you're planning on going to HBCU football games, we all know that the football season starts in the fall. Start putting money to the side, man. Start planning for that. You know, throw a little something to the side, you know. If you can, if you're capable of doing it. You might have to throw a little, you might have to use that shoebox at the top of the closet. My voice is reverberant.
No, I'm gonna definitely try to make an effort to make the appreciate it. SWAC Media Day.
Yeah, I got to be in there, man. We're gonna try to. We definitely gonna be in there to give. We're gonna try to cover all of Coach TC and have a we're gonna try to get some content with some other coaches as well. Just kind of sit in on some of that. I'm gonna do that for this page, but because when I'm there, I'm gonna cover everything. But I'm definitely gonna. That's the uniqueness about my situation, where being a co-host of Tiger Talk, that is the primary podcast. So any of our interviews are always going to be done on there. If somebody just so happen to be watching this and they want to come on, they're more than welcome to do that. But yeah, somebody said King Fuses. Oh, yeah, that's my dude. Yeah, King Fuse can definitely come on, man.
Yeah. This is what I went to. This is what I went to school for, bro. Like, I covered Ole Miss basketball at really at the height of the program. I don't know if y'all remember Marshall Henderson, but he was he was a lightning rod. And like, I was at Ole Miss at the time, so I got a chance to cover him, talk to him. Shoot, I covered John Calipari, the Chicago Bulls coach now, he was a coach at the University of Florida. So this will allow me to do my own independent thing.
Can y'all hear me now?
I can hear you now, so I have to bring you straight on because you go ahead. What you got?
Boom, boom, boom. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Y'all missed me, don't it? Y'all missed me.
We did. Welcome back.
I've been letting everybody talk. I let Rochelle have a little light, and I let her because she was doing such a good job. I said, well, there's no need for me to come on and say my little 2 cents. Rochelle got this. But I did have one thing that I wanted to bring up last night that you all were discussing, and that was the young white kid that said the N-word.
Okay.
So my take on that was, we can't be what we don't want to see. Yeah. Say, for instance, like if we can't say when a young black boy make a decision that the opposing white people don't agree with, and they throw them away. I think that's the same type of situation that's going on here. Like, the kid made a mistake. I don't think he was really saying anything to be racist. He was just rapping a song because obviously he hangs with black kids. And to say we don't want him because he did that is kind of like what's the guy named, the football player that had the dog fight situation? Michael Vick. Michael Vick went to jail, paid his dues. They still didn't want to fool with him. So it's kind of, so it's kind of like how do you recover from making a mistake? So
we live in council culture. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that that's a fair, I heard some comments, but I don't think that's a fair assessment of, to me, forgiveness is everything, because we only one slip away of falling short of not being where we want to be in life. And I think that we always need to look beyond mistakes, and not even mistakes, just bad choices that we make in life, because we're going to want that same grace. We're going to want that same forgiveness. What about if this was your kid? I don't see color. I really do love people for who they are, because there's some good black people and there's some bad ones. There's some good white ones and there's some bad ones. So I can try to look beyond that. And I just think that kid really deserves grace. Not necessarily mean that we need to accept him at JSU, but I do think that he needs to be shown a little more grace from what happened with that incident.
I got a lot to say about all of what you just said.
Go ahead.
Yeah, me too.
First thing first is I do see color. I absolutely.
We have to.
And I know where you're going. I know what you mean, bro, when you say that. I see color.
Well, the only reason why I'm saying I don't see color is because we can't, as black people, say.
I know what you mean.
I
used to see it too until I was.
We can't point the finger when people do it to us. Is what I'm saying. We can't. We have to look at things more than just one perspective. It's just like the Michael Vick. We mad because white people won't accept him back in. Well, he did his part. He did what he did. He went to jail. He paid his retribution to the state. He did. He was wrong for what he did. He went to jail. He spent his time. So now it gets out, but he still can't live it down. But we as a Black community, we want him to be able to come back out and live again, because that's what jail is supposed to be. It's supposed to rehabilitate you back into the community from whatever crime or mistake or situation that you were in. But we as a people won't accept it, whether we're Black or we're white. So how do we get past that?
Let me try to chop it up real quick, and just so I can, because you said a lot. First thing, to my point, when I said I see color, because with the color comes the social issues that we all have to face day in and day out. So I'm just more sensitive to that, because, and I see everybody's situation. At least I try to. And I'm just not. To me, it's not safe to turn a blind eye to the issues that we have to deal with day in and day out. So I know what you mean. I know what you mean when you say that. In regards to the young man, though, it's all about intent to me. Growing up in Mississippi, it goes back to the what was it, Mandela quote? Was that Mandela that said, no kid is born, hating. One must be taught to hate. And when you've had the conversations that I've had, and I'm pretty sure many of you guys have had, I've had conversations with white friends who grew up in racist homes, and the parents and grandparents were racist and did not like the people that looked like that look like us. And it's kind of unfortunate, because kids don't know that. If you don't, if you really want to know, you just kind of look at kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Bible say the greatest in the kingdom are children, because children are honest and children get it right. It's the adults that screw it up, because we start adding our own biases and stuff that happen over as we get older. But anyway, I look at intent. You look at intent, and you look at the environment that he grew up in. Again, I did not watch the video. I probably won't ever watch it. I'm just taking from the context of what, everybody has said. I mean, we kind of touched on it last night. That's
where I'm coming from, where I'm saying I don't see color because of where he was, the people he was surrounded with. He really, and from what I see, was a white kid trapped in a Black kid's body. That's the way he presents himself.
I wouldn't say all this.
Well, I ain't gonna say trap, but that's the way he presents himself, like he one of them, or that's what he gravitates towards.
POME, product of my environment.
Right.
I use the example. You're influenced by what you're around and what you see and what you hear. But in the end, there still has to be a level of accountability. For example, if I'm ignorant of what's offensive to, say, another community, I'm not going to identify one, and there's things that are said that are offensive. That word, everybody knows what that word means. And I just think that, like I said, I gave many examples, not to go down a rabbit hole with it. I think he'll be okay. In my honest opinion, I think he'll be okay. I think he's it's not a situation like, y'all remember Riley Cooper, Tyler, remember Riley Cooper, the one with the Eagles, and he was caught on camera saying some very derogatory things in that regard. And I know they had him go to like some type of sensitivity training, something like that.
Yeah, he was in the club saying the N-word.
Yeah, in the club saying N-word. So it was some very derogatory. And I don't see that as the same situation, because he was rapping a situation, but my thing is this right here. The one can make a case that, oh man, I don't want to get in trouble with this, but it's just, he gonna be all right. I tell you, he gonna be all right, because we can't lead the charge on on the Marcus Stokes campaign. You know what I'm saying? Trying to lobby for him being accepted, when some of the things that we've had to deal with way worse, the situation and circumstances. Will we get that same on the flip side? That's why I say I do see color, but I think in that instance, I think there will be a coach that's willing to take a chance on a young man, he'll have an opportunity to redeem himself. I do feel like he was rapping it because that's what he listened to. Like you said, he probably was comfortable because he's around a bunch of these black kids.
Mm-hmm.
I get all of that. Doesn't alleviate the fact that it was wrong.
Right.
Doesn't take away the fact that it was wrong. And it was terrible decision on his part to record that or whatever the case may be. But this conversation is not an easy conversation to have for a lot of people. And that's why that alone is going to make a lot of coaches not want to touch him. I'll give you a scenario. Hell, but Ed Reed might go get it. I think in the end, the conversation is going to get swept under the rug once he gets on the team and start playing football again. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got time, we'll move on from it. But that's all I got on that. Tyler, if you want to add something to it, you can. I see we got a few folks. Got to make this quick because we're about to get into the weeds on this. But you want to make a point on that, bro?
I don't want to belabor it. You pretty much explained what I was gonna say, so I'm good.
Cool. I'm with you, Veronica. I'm with you. I think to your point, Veronica, that's gonna happen anyway. I think that's gonna happen. Mark, what's up, bro? What's on your mind, baby?
What's going on, man? I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet about with that last caller. And I think, honestly, man, my personal opinion, I think that is what's the problem with Black America right now. And I'm not trying to make this social, but it is because it was brought up. But see, that's the problem with Black America now. We are the ones that are so forgiving to those who do us wrong. And I think that's one of the problems right now that's keeping us in the position that we are. Now, we can point, we quick to point the finger at each other and we go hard body about it. But okay, you got a white kid that probably never had Jackson State or HBCU in his radar. Now everybody trying to champion to get this cat. And I'm sorry, man. I mean, I'm not sorry. Because when you speak about those, and I want to be careful how I say it, the funny hat people, and if you say one thing bad about them, bruh, it's cancel culture. It's a wrap. Look what they doing to Kanye and all that. So that's all I want to say, man. I'm like, we got to get out that mindset, because the last thing I want to see is HBCUs get colonized. And all we'll be doing is giving them right back to the powers of the PWIs. That's all I want to say, man.
All right. Doc, you up next?
Man, what's going on, everybody? First of all, thank y'all for getting me up there to my 1,000 subscribers and stuff like that. But I know as far as this Marcus Stokes situation from Florida, I mean, he a kid. Was he wrong for singing a song that damn near everybody sings, in a locker room? He probably was. I mean, he was singing it out loud, but does that mean we condemn him?
Listen, man, let me say this, bro.
No, go ahead. My bad.
Don't say the damn word, man.
Yeah.
That'll fix a lot of this. Just don't say the word. I don't want to hear black people say it like that word. I don't care about no terms of endearment. Just don't say the word, and that'll fix a lot of that. Now that it's happened, somebody's gonna have to determine, do they want to deal with it or not. And the question you got to ask yourself is why aren't the PWIs touching them?
That's a whole.
And to Sony's point, what I'm saying? The point might come down, well, okay, if they're not touching them, why do we have to always be the ones that come and save the day and try to fix everything? Nobody does it when it's us. And I'm not saying anything in regards to Marcus Stokes. I'm just trying to highlight the point that he made. In the end, I'm not going to sit back and be like, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, somebody, young man, you screwed up. Don't ever say that again. And I get it. I'm rapping that. I understand that. It's an interesting dynamic, I get it. But here's another thing. It's probably a lot easier to be on that side of it and say there's a word, because some can make the case where why do you even want to say it? And I don't know if that was his intent. I think it could have just been a situation where he's just rapping the song. But somebody could be watching that video, the video I never seen. I'm just going off hearsay. I didn't watch it. I don't know what the song was. I ain't seen it. I ain't even know who the hell Marcus Stokes was until y'all told me last. And I said, oh, the white kid who said, okay, the cat that had the scholarship pulled from Florida. Now, the thing I have to say about it in closing was just somebody could have watched that and it could have highly, highly offended them.
Right.
Because I'm understanding of it does not mean that everybody is understanding of it. Just like there are words that, you think about the LGBTQ plus community, that there are words that I had to learn. They were like, oh, you can't say that no more. And I was like, for real? Even when it came to like small people, I think it's small people is what they prefer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when someone tells you what's offensive to them, there is no excuses for being able to say it. And you say, well, oh, I only said it because. So I think that might be why a lot of schools are just saying, I don't want to deal with that, because in a sense, it's almost like you're saying, we gave you, it's okay for you to say it.
Right. My wife said you got a point on that though, for real. Like
You know what I'm
she really do. You got a point. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard though.
That was the thing about Art Browse.
Yeah.
Well, why is it nobody else touching him? Okay, well, if it's so forgiving, then y'all go ahead and give him an opportunity. And then once y'all give him an opportunity at a PWI, and everybody forget about it and we done moved on. If he wants to take the job at Grambling, then okay, then you come.
Right.
Okay, my thing didn't Jackson State offer this kid?
Well, I ain't said this isn't about.
I'm just saying that's the only reason why I brought it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I was told there was some interest. I don't know if we offered him or not. Somebody had to tell me if we did or didn't. I do know there's some interest, but here's what I'm saying. That comes down to the coach. We're just having a social conversation about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, we don't speak for the university, any coaches. There's going to be some coaches that are going to offer the kid just because at the end of the day, it's about football. The kid can spin the ball. You get what I'm saying? They got to go and take a deep dive and see, okay, is this some kid? All right, what led to this? Oh, okay, it was just a rap song. And they may be able to sell that, but they might have a sector of people in their base that might say, why'd you do that? So they have to do their homework if they're going to go that route. And unfortunately, that's the society that we live in. Cancel culture affects everybody. Because if I say the wrong thing on this platform, somebody might tune in and that might be the only thing they hear. We've been on an hour, 30 minutes. They may not hear but the 2 minutes that I said something derogatory. And then in actuality, it may turn out to where somebody may be screenshotting and sending it to my job. I lose my career. I got to figure out how I'm going to take care of my family, all because I made a mistake. That's the world.
I just feel like if we're going to be offended by the word, be offended by the word. When we're scoring touchdowns, Deion Sanders' son, okay, every
I'm gonna tell you right now, Veronica, you're gonna lose that battle. I agree with you. I try not to say it. I try not to say it, but one thing that we cannot do, and this is dangerous, we are not about to couple that word with us saying that word versus white people saying that word. Yeah. That ain't happening. I know where you're coming from. So what I do is I govern myself and I try not to use that word. I tell nobody don't dress me, partners, friends, but that's for me and mine, right? But I can't control the world and what's around me, even though I can understand it. But boy, that's a tall order. That's a tall order. Mark back, what you got, bro? And honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Can we go? I'm ready to move off this because I don't want to let this Marcus Stokes stuff turn and make it go left. And I appreciate the question though, Veronica, because honestly, that's a question we can ask the coach if the coach decide to bring him on board. But if the coach don't bring him to Jackson State, I would personally I won't even want to discuss it. If he go play somewhere else, that's their problem. But if it ain't a Jackson State thing, it is what it is. But I know that's why you bring it up, so I'm not isolating you. Mark, what you got?
Yeah, one more thing, man. This is my thing. When those who control the media, they control the mind. That's one of the first rules of propaganda. Let's just be clear. If this had been a small incident that a black kid has done, all it would take for the media to blow it out of proportion. And you know what would happen? That same sister that's taking up for this white dude possibly would be siding with the media going against this black dude. Just like how everybody what's the young brother that was the quarterback for Florida State? All he did was just took a shirt. He just got a shirt, and that knocked the boy down his draft. I forgot his name, man. I think he did get to the league. Is it Winston?
Know who you talking about.
Jamison Winston?
He stole crab legs, bro. Like the crab.
Jameis Winston stole crab legs.
I mean, Jameis Winston went the #1 draft pick.
But that wasn't changing about him though. He was a knucklehead in college. Ain't no everybody, when you in college, you a knucklehead. You do knucklehead stuff.
Okay, just that point.
Both sides exist, and this is a dynamic that we're not gonna rectify it on this stream. I'm telling you,
we're not.
Veronica's side is a very real, and it's not. I hate to say sides. The perspective is true. Ain't nobody's wrong here. You're right, Mark. And guess what?
And it's not about a who's wrong and who's right. Us as black people, man, we gotta be real cognizant of what we.
Which is why the music. It always goes back to the music because it ain't just the N-word. A lot of the music that's out there, that's why a lot of people don't listen to rap no more because the music is poisonous, bro. Like it is.
Yeah, I get it.
It's infested with drugs. It's infested with calling women bees. But I get it.
That's just like a sister walking down the street with a short dress. You can't. If something happens to her, are you gonna blame her because she just had a short dress? Like, come on.
That's a great point.
You see what I'm saying? So I get so tired of, it's the rapper's fault. Okay, so why nobody when all of these black people, we out here, killing each other at phenomenal rates, why nobody talk about the Arnold Schwarzeneggers and the Rambos?
Hey, let me.
We'll drop it. It's cool, but I mean,
let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, because it's gonna go. We're gonna go down a rabbit hole, and I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me say this. Cool. Let me say this in closing to Marcus Stokes. So anybody that want to bring it up again, it's a lesson. It's a learning lesson for the young man. Wish him the best. Don't know what his future holds. That's
he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right.
That's my thoughts on it. He's gonna be just fine.
He's gonna be all right.
He's gonna be just fine. Because in the end, usually this society, and this is something we all can agree on, society is very forgiving when you have talents.
Nah.
No. In certain instances, they are. Now, I understand that it's a little different but again, it's so many dynamics. I'm just talking about. It's man. We can spend all day on it, and I know how you feel, bro. I know where we at with it, but at the same time, it's like, sometimes you just gotta just say, all right, it is what it is. Let's move on, because I don't want to. Because we can go down a rabbit hole. So. Marcus Stokes, I'm gonna take that whole issue off the table, and we'll bring it up if he becomes a Jackson State Tiger. If he's not a Jackson State Tiger, we're gonna park that on the page because I don't want to get lost in the shuffle on that. Let's move on from it. If y'all don't mind. No, I mean I appreciate it, Veronica, but it's not a winnable debate. It's just gonna only create dissension, more dissension. So I have to reel it in and let's park the Marcus Stokes phenomenon and move on from that.
All right, moving on. Let's take Prime off our 18-wheeler and put a TC on there. How about that?
I mean, that might happen, but we ain't erasing Prime out of our history, though. I know you're not saying that, but again, I'm one that I don't have emotions about it like that no more.
No, it ain't emotions. I'm just trying to.
Well, I do. They'll be saying that the game was sold out because they seen the 18-wheeler sitting out there in the parking lot.
Then let them idiots say what they say. I don't listen to them stupid people no way. I ain't wasting no time with no idiot like that right there. We have to be a little bit more. That's why I be fussing at people in the chat. Like I'll be running to these pages and stuff. And how do you? I ain't watching something that I just don't agree that disturbs my spirit. I ain't gonna do that. I don't run to my own pain. That's a weird thing to me. But I get it. I think if y'all wanted Prime to stop being talked about, you might as well get ready for it because we got a documentary coming and Ed Reed just became the head coach at the VCU. So get ready for the comparisons. Get ready for the Prime started it. Get ready for all of it. Get ready for Prime showing hell. Prime may go to Bethune-Cookman and get ready for the interviews. We don't know. It's a lot that come with it.
Ken, I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any more projects for Coach Tamika Reed or Mo Williams needs that they have that we could be working on until?
Not at the moment, but I did ask Coach Tamika Reed if she needed anything. Keep in mind that they are off right now. I did talk to somebody today. Oh, please believe I'm going to be recapping games on this channel as well. But we start the SWAC schedule. They're not in school right now, but after the new year, the school, when they come back, first game up, we go into the SWAC schedule. So we really finna get into the meat and potatoes of the basketball season because, I mean, January, February, then you roll into March Madness. So that's where we at with it. So, yeah, I'll definitely I think for right now they might be okay. But if anything that does come up, y'all know I'm going to come and let y'all know where we at with it, and we'll do what we can do. But thank you for asking that because I appreciate that, and I know she and he does as well. Anybody got anything else?
I got one thing, Ken.
Yeah.
And I'm finna get off. Why we, when we going down, is it we riding down 220 or 20 and on the billboards, man, we don't see back-to-back SWAC championships, Jackson State University, man. I'm just out of curiosity.
They might be coming. I mean, I can't answer that, bro. I really can't. We could. I think Jackson needs some water, man.
Well, that goes without being said.
We can start right there because I mean the social media is just, man, we gotta get these problems fixed, man. It does. I saw some stuff today where they talked about 4 fire departments don't even have water, man. I'm like, we gotta get this situation rectified, man. It's getting out of hand, and it's gonna be better, man. The better days are ahead when it comes to that situation, but. Man, that's a good question, though, bro. I know some people asked about the parade. I saw some question about that. I don't know, man. We can't. We ain't. We got so many things we got to get addressed, bro. That I don't know. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Somebody could do that. It don't necessarily have to be. I don't know what it costs to put a billboard up, but somebody could do that if they wanted to. I don't know if the university would go do it, but. If somebody wanted to put a billboard up, if you watching and you can make it happen, put that up. I'm a matter of fact, tomorrow when I come on the stream, I'm gonna have my back-to-back SWAC championship T-shirt on. How about that?
Where you get the shirts at, man? Because I need
Reed Enterprise.
Reed Enterprise. All right.
Yes, sir. Reed Enterprise, man. Matter of fact, I was gonna put it on, but I don't have it on me at the moment. But y'all see it tomorrow. Come on the stream. I'll be rocking the SWAC back-to-back SWAC championship T-shirts. Anybody got anything else?
You at 5K, bro? Let me see what's up.
Who at 5K?
I think you probably at 5K or something like that.
Man, I ain't in no 5K, man. I got a ways to go. I'm around. I'm sitting around. I'm in the 32.
3,000. I was just about to say,
man,
I need this man to 4,000. Let's get my man to 4,000, y'all.
Man, they can do it. They definitely can do it now. Hey,
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you spoken to Malachi at all?
No, but I have spoken to the coach about Malachi. He's not in the portal. As far as I'm concerned, he's still on the team. I mean, we'll see. Malachi spoke for himself. I watched that live video with him and Tony Gray. Mm-hmm. Malachi insisted that his reason for not being a part of the team throughout the season was not due to eligibility or based off grades. And he said something to the effect that the things that were being put out there was not true. And he just kind of went with it. He didn't say anything. He just kind of rolled with it. And
it looked like he was still in Jackson. And I know that he asked for some help, but he never responded.
Well, someone said something to the effect he was trying to get a rental car or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just leave that one alone. I don't know what was going on in that regard, but we'll see. We'll see if he's on the team, if he stays with the team. I know everybody's rooting for Malachi. But I want to see Malachi show up to practice and go out there and take what everybody know that he's capable of doing. Just go take something, bro.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of questions. My other question is with the media things. Mm-hmm. Is that coming together? Is a need for us to try to collectively get some money up for equipment right now, or what?
It's in the process of building. Well, we're in the process. We got a meeting coming up, and it'll be communicated if there's a need for that. That's just a matter of getting through the meetings and just making sure that we can check the box on that. Now, I don't know what that's going to look like. I got to follow back up with Coach. I'm gonna do a lot more talking after the new year. I'm not going to do that this week until one of the things I want to allow Coach to do is to finalize everything with his staff and let that hit the public waves, and then we can come back and dissect that down and go from there. But I love the staff that he's putting together, and it's coming together just fine. I think everybody's going to be, not everybody. We're going to, you can't please everybody at Jackson State, so and we'll get a lot of people that'll be satisfied with it. At least we hope. And if not, they can just go complain like they always do.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm happy my boy Big 214, Quay Davis, he back. Say he gonna stay.
Big time, bro. I mean, I counted with Quay. I mean, I counted 10 3- and 4-star wide receivers that's still in the room, including Malachi. And that's crazy, man, when you think about it. Rico Powers, Quay Davis, Malachi Wideman. You think about Isaiah Kendall coming in. You think about who else is left in the fold. Now, Willie Gaines, 3-star. Michael Williams, 3-star coming in. Well, you got Savin McGee that can play some wide receiver. That's another 4-star. You got Jonas Fortillion. You got Trevante Rucker. That's another 4-star still in the fold. So you're talking about 5, 6, 4-stars at wide receiver, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And you're talking about about 4 3-star wide receivers coming in. So, I mean, the wide receiver room is extremely deep. And then we 3 deep at running back.
So my other question is the students that are in the portal right now, if they don't find a home, do they keep that year of eligibility?
They do. Yeah, the eligibility is stays intact, at least for the time being. I think what you're going to see is that as time dwindles down, I mean, kids can go all the way through the end. They can go all the way to the summer if they wanted to. They just don't feel like the offers are coming like they wanted to, and they just playing it, or they overplayed their hand and now they just desperate and waiting for somebody to come and get them. That's possible because there is a such thing called as attrition. You got to get through a spring camp. You have injuries all the time. You have players that quit all the time. You got players that might be like, I thought this was going to be what I thought it was going to be, but I see now it ain't what it is, and they might hit the portal again, which might open up an opportunity for another player. So it's a dicey situation for some. I just hope that those that left Jackson all find a home if Jackson is not going to be where they're going to be. Anything else?
Well, let me see what I got. Got a show at 9:00, so we're talking about every this great hire from Bethune-Cookman. I know it don't have too much to deal with Jackson State, but
I touched on it. I mean, you got a lot that you can gather from that, bro. I mean, it's gonna be a story that's gonna write itself for the next few years, bro. So it's gonna be an unlimited amount of content. Somebody said Mata just committed to Colorado. Yeah, and water is wet. We knew when he was leaving, he was going to Colorado. Wish him the best. Wish him nothing but the best. Is that boy King still here? I don't know. I got to find out. FAMU is in the East. Ken Kalen is in the chat with the request. Where's Kalen at? Kalen, what you got? You can come on. Kalen, you come on real quick. I'm opening the chat up for Kalen. Kalen, you're more than welcome to come on. Jackson State is in the East. Y'all got to get past us, man. I don't know why y'all must think we ain't playing football next year. Man, you crazy. Thank you, Cedric. Man, y'all be sure to go check out Philip's short interview. I sat down with him. Great interview with him, man. I had a great time talking to him, man. Bright young man. That kid's going to be a star. It's going to be a star, man. It might be QB1 right there. Just tell me.
QB1?
I'm a walk-off
You
guy.
like that?
Hey, Veronica, no worries. I appreciate you coming on, sweetie.
I just want to bring all my Tigers back in, tell them to come back. They can still love me.
There you go.
With my difference of opinion.
Oh, you
it's
good.
Still all love.
One thing about
JSU by 40.
One thing about Ken, and before you go, all opinions are welcome. Now here's what I'm gonna say, because people was talking smack about me defending certain people, and I'm gonna tell you like this right here. What I defend is your right to have your opinion. We don't have to agree, but I'm gonna defend your right to have your opinion. Because when we're trying to grow, we need all opposing sides at the table. We don't need one. The only time you need everybody in harmony is when you're trying to execute a mission. Outside of that, we trying to grow. Yeah,
I do want to do one last thing is collectively, if you're in the Jackson and surrounding areas and can get to a basketball game, let us collectively show up to a game collectively so she can visibly see, hey, we support you, even if it's just a couple. Let's get together and decide what games King can post the schedule next time we meet so we can see who can make what game so we can collectively get together, show up for a game for Coach Reed, Coach Mo.
Absolutely. I'm going to put that up on the next stream, and I want everybody to get to every game that they possibly can. Seriously. You ain't got nothing. The love and basketball, love and hip-hop ain't going nowhere. Most of y'all got DVRs anyway. And if you ain't watching number YouTube, this stuff is, even though it's live, you can always go back and watch it. Get to the game. Be supportive. That's your contribution. I mean, just your presence being there, cheering, it go a long way. And we don't have that many games. We might have 14 games at the house. Find out which games you can get to. Make it a concerted effort. Take your kids, take your nephews, take your cousins. Get them out front of that PS5, PS4, Xbox, and take them to a game. That's what our parents did to us. That's how we fell in love with JSU. You got to bring them around the culture. You know what I'm saying? Take them to a game, man, and we'll go from there, man. Appreciate you, Veronica. Kaylin, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are y'all?
Wonderful. I missed your thoughts, so would you share? Feel free to share.
Okay, so I'm doing well. Break. I was just trying. I was just trying to get your email. So I know you dropped it in the last one. I couldn't find it, so I wanted to.
Clark28 at Hotmail.
Okay. I'll make sure I put that down. Okay, let me drop it.
He said, Ken said, four. What did I say, four on? What was I talking about?
Talking about that 4,000 that you need.
There you go. I need to get the four. Should I say 4,000?
Yeah, say 4,000.
Should I code switch? Y'all know we code switch.
4,000.
4. I've checked out all the videos so far, and they are. Thank you for all the good work, and that MSU you crushed my heart. Disgraceful showing. And I understand. I mean, but again, I can make a case, but I know y'all don't want to hear it. The case is we played football deep into the middle of December. It was storming, and it's an excuse. I know, excuse we don't want to hear, but there is a reason. And then we got to get back. We got to grassroots our efforts back into getting people to loving basketball again. Our basketball program got stale for a while, not the women's, but I understand the men program, and we got to win. We got to win, but we gonna do better. We're gonna do better. We're gonna do better. Go ahead, Ken.
As far as the bowls that are coming up, as far as the seniors, like the Reese Bowl, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, the Reese Senior Bowl.
Yes, and the East West Shrine Bowl. I talked to Dallas. I told him, I interviewed him after. Yeah, I had interviewed him after the. Hold on a second. I don't know why my stuff is.
Celebration Bowl.
But I interviewed him after the Celebration Bowl, and I told him that we could do some type of, collaborative thing as far as the East West Shrine Bowl. 'Cause I planned on going to Vegas.
Sweet. I'll be there.
Okay, awesome. And then I wanted to do kind of like a mini documentary of like the players that are on the road to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
I had some ideas. I know you mentioned it, and that's why I said I wanted to just run it by you because I was already kind of thinking some stuff in my head, and I'm like, okay, well, it'll be
Well, here's
awesome
what
to
we can
just.
do. I'll do this for you. Any bowl that you're going to, we're gonna go in as a media group together. So when I fill out the credentials, I'll put your name down on there. So we'll
Awesome.
make sure that way you can go. I know I had some others that are gonna be going. I know my boy Mark is gonna be coming out for the NFL PA Bowl.
Okay.
Mark is gonna be on camera duties. Yeah, you come roll with your boy. We're gonna have to. You got to do some work. But we can definitely, whether we have to do it as a Tiger Talk or however we need to do it to get in there, we're gonna definitely get in there because it's about the young man, man. We want to make sure we get him as much coverage as possible, and we're gonna do that. So
awesome.
just let me know which games you're gonna go to,
okay.
And we in there. I know Zoe and I'll be going. You should be going to the Legacy Bowl. Period. If you can get down there, that's in New Orleans.
Okay.
So
when is the Legacy Bowl?
February 19th.
Ooh, that's Mardi Gras time too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you get a vacation and some fun all in one, bro.
You don't say.
Hey, be like, wait, what you here for, man? I'm here for that work. What you doing after that? Shoot, catch that parade, man.
We got the big offer we just offered the big boy. You gonna Nana? A guard.
Nana.
Yeah, Nana. We going after them big slugs, man. We need that. We need that girth on the inside.
Yeah, he coming from University of Houston, man. Is he playing? Question is he right tackle or left tackle? So
it looked like he's a guard.
A guard.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, we want him to be a Tiger. Whatever position he's at is fine by me. But tomorrow, man, I'm gonna get ready to go ahead and close this stream out. Kaylin, you got my email, oclock28@hotmail. I appreciate y'all for coming on. We'll be dropping the interview. I have Josh Short and Isaiah Spencer coming up, and I'll make sure y'all go. Hit that subscribe button on Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. All 444 of y'all. Don't forget to bless that Cash App, PayPal. Keep this thing going. Tyler, appreciate you, brother. Doc, congratulations. Welcome to Monday. Now you can make a donation to the page.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Hey, no, I'm just messing with you. Man, this is what I wanted to see before I go. I just wanted everybody to see, to Veronica's point, to Kaylin's point. What you're seeing is a collaborative effort. Kaylin wants to get in. We're going to do everything as a collective effort. This is what group economics look like. Economics is centered around time. You give time to a thing. Yeah, it's money, but in order to generate money, you got to get them moving. So it's about a collaboration. If you can help somebody get to where they're trying to go, it's only going to make it stronger. Because you can't always look at it about what you can do and look at it from a selfish standpoint. You have to look at it from a collective standpoint. I'm greater when because Doc's finna go talk about something, but Doc is a JSU alum. I'm not gonna do it, but he will do it. So you can still get that. You get what I'm saying? So I can go listen to what Doc said and the beat goes on. I got something that I gotta do. Doc finna go live. Everybody that's on this stream need to go to that channel and they need to tune in to HBCU Overdrive with Doc Holliday. That's how we do that. JSU, and he was working on billboards. That's good stuff right there. Somebody asked about billboards. There you go, Mark. JSU National Alumni Association. We working on billboards. Somebody called me today, y'all, and said, Ken, I know you don't want to accept this, but you might be, you are a leader, you this, you that. And I'm like, bro, I'm just one of many that do what I do. They just don't have a platform. But they did say, just listening to you has motivated me they joined their National Alumni local chapter. They want to do more. It inspired them to do more. And that's why we're going to keep putting out the positivity. It's going to reach who it need to reach. It's going to hit who it need to hit. You get what I'm saying? I like that, Israel. The collective. But it's not just about organizations and raising money. It's about collective efforts because, again, the ideas are what they are, and it is what it is, man. I'm true blue to the heart. I want to see everybody win. And we got plenty. The president of Ken's fan club. Who the hell is that? The president of people just be saying you can join the 1400 Club via the website. Absolutely. A lot of good things brewing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I say this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, water's wet. Go ahead, Doc. I'm gonna let you get the last word and then we get out this joint.
Oh, I'm saying for me, like I said, look out for more content coming in for 2023. Look out for more. I'm going to, like I said, I'll be going to Paul Quinn College, which is our only HBCU in Dallas. So they got the basketball team, small college national champions. So I'm gonna go check them out. Try to see if I can get in touch with the coach, the assistant coach, as far as doing interviews with them and try to do interviews with some players over there. So I'm gonna be over there quite often for the first half of January and probably that first half of February before they go into conference play. I mean, into the conference tournament.
Okay. Yeah, he said the mayor said a parade on that. Yeah, y'all can hold that parade down, man. But like I said, appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in and rocking with you, boy. And
thank you.
You're welcome, Kaylin. I look forward to that communication. We're gonna do some big things, and like I said, whatever we don't have, don't worry about it. The thing that you lose focus with the most is when you start looking over the fence, man. Comparison is the death of all joy. You can't appreciate what you got when you're too busy looking around the corner and looking at. Now Jackson State is in a position to now we can be examples of how we wanted everybody else to be when we had Coach Prime. Don't y'all go over there trying to steal BCU shine. Let them have their day. It's their moment now. But we're going to continue to do what we do. We're going to lift up Coach TC. And then we're going to kick Ed Reed and the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats in the teeth when they come to Jackson. That's what we do.
Hey, I've spent a good game, though.
From who?
Just anything. Whatever they do. I don't care.
No, I'm telling you, they got a chance to be good immediately. They go get a quarterback. I know we was talking about the short kid. For all we know, he can go sign the dude and he can light up the SWAC. And then everybody going to be like, man, then everybody going to be calling him the N-word. I wish that wouldn't have come to Bethune. It might flip, you know. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to tell you, you know what I'm saying? But no, I appreciate Kobe. Kobe's just coming on. That's Kobe's Blitz City podcast. I know you see Kobe just coming on. I bet he just dropped a fire show about Ed Reed. And now y'all Kobe. Make a whole lot of content about Ed Reed. I ain't gonna do it. I'll watch y'all stuff, man. I'm gonna let y'all have it, but I'm happy for him. We want to welcome the man to the SWAC. It's gonna be fun. Hey man, let's keep it rolling, y'all. Peace out, man. I'll be back on tomorrow night, and we'll continue to do what we do.
All right.
Peace out, everybody. Appreciate you. Thank you. Like I said, go Tigers.